Welcome to part 2 of Gerald, as I'm calling it. What we're going to do here is we're going to start the base coat of primer. Hopefully I mixed it well enough. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like this will work. Oof. So what we want to do here is we want to make sure we get good coating on it, not to get bubbles like that one. Alright, so we got that back figured out here. Don't need to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Doesn't need to be perfect for this. Just giving it a good base coat. May have to do it more than once in some places, depending. May have to go over places more than one time. At least for this. For sure. If you get any hairs or something off your paintbrush, just use the paintbrush to wipe them off. I usually use black for this. I'm trying the gray. I can always go over it again with black. Rather not give it 2 coats of primer though. Another thing you don't want to do with this is fill in a bunch of the detail. Just want to get it on there so the paint has something to stick to more so than just the plastic or metal or whatever it is. It makes it so the paint actually stays on. Oof. Thick there. It's okay. We'll even her out here. Even more detail in there I didn't even realize. Nice. It's one thing about the primer is it can get your details to pop. Another thing about them tiny little micro bubbles, you can take the end of the brush and just kind of tap it into the edges. It gets that build up paint to come out of there a little better. Sorry for the silence, I had to get in here. I think I'm just gonna goo it up and then get the remainder out of it. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna have to double coat this. I think I might just start painting into it without giving it another coat. Maybe not. Nothing quite feeling right with this color. Maybe it's just I'm feeling about it. I don't know. Get this covered up here. So, trying to decide what colors I want to accent him with. We'd use a pretty standard fare for everywhere else on him. Gosh, such a tiny gap. It's going to be difficult. Maybe I should have gone with black. Oh well. Hindsight, as they say. So we're getting near the end of having him covered in primer. So we're almost done with it. Just gonna give it a little more time to dry and then give it a look. See if any other part needs to be primed. I think I got most of it though. There's a spot right back here I didn't get though. There we go. Make sure his leg is covered. And down in here, get that excess paint out from the cracks. We're not trying to lose any detail by being sloppy with our paint here. This kind of paint will dry on and it kind of shrinks, so when you get it, you don't want it to be globbed up though, because it won't do that. It won't dry evenly, and then you'll have a hole or a spot depending on how it dries. A lot of times it'll just pop out when it's not set. So here we are. Be primed. Oh, I think I missed a spot. I did miss a spot. All right. That's why you need to look over your stuff before you move on and say that you're finished with something, or you actually are finished with it. Oops. You might hear me say that a lot. Oops. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it just didn't go quite as I had planned. Which, story of my life. Alright. So what we're looking at here is just getting, this doesn't quite dry enough for this yet, but a few more on there. Oh, got a hair. Get that out of here. I think that's all of it. Oops. Blasted with brightness. Alright. I think I got him covered. At least with the first dose of it here. May come back and fill them in a little bit. If I missed any spots, or if it's just thin in an area. Like on the cape here, it's pretty thin back there. All right. Good. All right. I think that's about it for today in this. All right. Here we have it dried, and looking pretty good. I don't think I need to give it another coat of primer. Can't really see the detail too well on the camera, so I'll have some photos at the end here in a few seconds. I hope you all have a great day. Take care.